One thing that you are not taught when starting an OnlyFans management agency is how to maintain relationships. But here's the truth. A relationship between a client and a management agency can be broken within the first 24 hours of the partnership being started. How can that happen? Well, let me tell you. When a client signs on board with your agency, there is a level of hesitancy, there is a level of risk, and the client is undergoing these emotions and putting their trust in you as an agency to partner up and do good for the page. Now, here's the absolute truth of the matter. The OnlyFans model in this scenario is not going to trust you. Like I said, this is a risk. There's a level of hesitancy. Her guard is going to be up. What you need to be doing is making sure you are instantly trying to build that trust, instantly adding reassurance. And how you do that is by demonstrating your capabilities, by demonstrating your industry knowledge, by giving the client clear direction. And so many people miss that. And what does that lead to? Lack of direction, lack of trust, a partnership that lasts maybe 2 weeks. Now, what I'm going to go through today is a document outlining the exact structure and roadmap that you need to show and demonstrate to your clients when onboarding them. The onboarding process is so crucially important and you must get it right. If you don't get it right, like I said, you're building a partnership on broken foundations. You need to instantly build trust, instantly reassure the model, instantly prove your credibility, instantly demonstrate your quality of value, and instantly start getting results. And this is how you're going to do it. So let's break down what is on my screen right now. First things first, you need to get a clear understanding of your responsibilities and the client's responsibilities. By understanding this, you're demonstrating what is needed from the model and how are you going to utilize the content that she provides to the best of your ability. Now, you should be aware of this, but if you aren't aware of this, let me remind you. The sole purpose of a client having you on as a management agency is to grow their brand, okay? To build their business, to manage their workload. So what you need to do is you need to come up with a plan that is gonna work towards that goal. And how you do that is by collaborating, okay? Now, this is also a reminder for the OnlyFans models that are watching this. This is a partnership, okay? Management teams are there to make your life easier and build your brand, but they can't do it without the contribution of you, okay? It all stems from working together as a team to contribute to the overall goal. And this is a clear structure and a clear guideline on how things are going to progress when collaborating as a team, so that you can see the individual platforms, what is needed from the model, what is then going to be utilized from the management agency, and how all of that is going to contribute to OnlyFans subscribers. And then from the OnlyFans side of things, how all of that is going to contribute to money, okay? But it all starts here with brand building. So let's quickly break it down. Now, this is going to vary from management, from systems to systems, to strategies, but you can base this outline of a structure on your individual strategies, okay? If you don't do Twitter, then obviously don't put it there. There's no need for it. But if you have got the capabilities to run multiple different social media platforms, then it's important that you are outlining what you need to make those specific platforms successful. So how it starts is you have the top side, which is from the side of the model. So the model's responsibilities. So if they do TikTok, well, then this is a system for TikTok lives, okay? 3 per week. Test new styles, okay? What are you then going to do from a management perspective? You're going to funnel traffic to the Instagram, you're going to use an AI software to boost the engagement, and you're going to help them with content plans, with content ideas, TikTok live ideas, with funnel directions, all these different things that is going to contribute to that individual system gaining subs, gaining attention, brand development, okay? As we move on, Reddit content. Okay, what do you need to make Reddit successful? You need safe for work content, and obviously away from this document, you will send them a guideline on what type of safe for work content they need to produce. But this is clearly to outline as a roadmap and honestly give your client a visual representation of how their content is going to be utilized. From the management perspective, you're going to be finding new subreddits. You're going to be posting organic every day. You're going to be paying for verification on subreddits so you can get and reach a higher quality traffic audience. Okay, so instantly the model now knows what is going to be happening with that content and what you are going to be doing as a management agency to attract high quality audiences and funnel that to the OnlyFans. The exact same with Twitter, okay? You need safe for work content, well, these two pair up nicely, okay? The same content can be utilized for both platforms and 2 birds can be killed with 1 stone. What are you then going to do as a management agency? Are you going to do retweet groups, grow organically through comment baiting, posting using the AI software, paid promotion. Okay, things that you are going to be doing that the model essentially can't. Okay, that's the difference. You are providing a service that the model can't do herself. You are introducing strategies that the model may not be aware of. You are introducing new things, new teams, new systems that is contributing to the growth of these platforms and the OnlyFans, okay? So by outlining exactly what you're going to do, it's going to fill the model with confidence, with reassurance. She's going to be impressed, most of all. And that's going to set the bar high, okay? That is going to leave a good first impression so that you can build on the momentum you build, and you can build on that good first impression, okay? You can start at a high, and that's so important. Same with Instagram, okay? Reels uploaded to Drive, add story links. So this is all the model's responsibility. So she knows exactly what she needs to do within a week's content plan, for example. From the management's perspective, you're going to be providing daily inspiration, you're going to be creating and building new profiles, you're going to be funneling the traffic to a main account, you're going to be uploading to backups, you're going to be doing paid promo. These are all things within your responsibilities that this model is going to be impressed by, that she is looking at this and going, wow, they're doing all of this for me per platform, okay? Because what this is going to do, it's going to motivate the client to actually produce the content, okay? Now, what's important to note is by having a visual representation of this for the model to look at, it's going to actually motivate it to complete the targets and complete the content for the week. Because if they don't know actually what their content is doing, then they're not necessarily incentivized or motivated to do it. If they know that your team is going to be building new Instagram accounts, uploading daily, doing paid promotion, using AI software, finding new subreddits, paying for verifications, and doing all these different things, all of a sudden your client is going to be motivated to give you the content you need so you can perform all of these excellent activities and excellent strategies that is going to grow this client's brand. Now, all of this is going to contribute together on bringing traffic to the OnlyFans. That's the purpose here, right? We want attention, we want eyeballs for the sole purpose of bringing traffic to the OnlyFans. Then what, okay? There's no point bringing all of this traffic to the OnlyFans if we're not then monetizing it correctly. So we need to make sure we're getting the right content from the model as well. How we do that is by outlining what we need on a weekly basis, okay? So it's giving your client as much structure and as much guidance and as much help as possible to make that transition over to your agency smooth and easy, okay? Scripts, okay, if you're running more of a girlfriend experience within the page, well then you need some kind of scripts. We'll then give her examples on what a script may look like, how it should be structured, and what you will be doing is uploading to the vault, organizing everything. You're going to be selling to the customers, of course, building up girlfriend experience, building up relationships, retaining subscribers, but also really gaining those high quality spenders on the page, the whales, okay? That's where this girlfriend experience really kicks in. Pay-per-view, so are you going to be doing a mass message pay-per-view strategy as well? Okay, then perfect. Well, then you need those type of clips as well, because they're going to be completely separate to scripts. So you're going to send examples on what you need, and then you are going to be outlining your individual responsibilities. So you're going to be scheduling the mass pay-per-view messages. It could be a pay-per-view spam to low spenders, people who have spent less than $10, to encourage them and entice them to spend so that you can then turn them into high spenders and run the scripts, for an example. It's an entry level into running scripts on these fans. Wall content, we want to keep the wall updated, we want to keep it active, we want to keep it alive, and we want to give customers who are subscribed something to keep them within the page, okay? So give them content plans on what they need to do to produce that. What are you going to be then doing as a management agency? You're producing that, you're going to be uploading daily content, maybe stories. You're going to be doing all these things to make the feed as best as it could be. Simple as that. Now, all of that is then going to contribute to more money in the bank, okay? You get more attention, you get more subscribers, you get more money. And ultimately, that is what you need to do in order to, first of all, get results. But second of all, by just having a visualization of this, a visual representation, a visual roadmap on how things are going to look, how the content's going to be used, that is going to leave such a good first impression with your new client. It's going to install instant confidence. It's going to allow them to feel reassured, and it's going to make them feel motivated to give you all of this content that you need to get the best results. So make a replication of this, tailor it to your strategies, tailor it towards your model, and just watch the improvement you get and that instant good impression you make when you sign that next client, and how motivated she will be to give you the content you need to ultimately get quicker results.